you can't see it because, you know, it would blind. Look at that great big circle of light up there. That's the sun. That's what my iPhone sees. You can twist it a little bit, and you still see a great big ball. But tell you what, that's better. That's better than what my camera lens sees when I look through it. Even when I put the special handy dandy super sun blocker Cyclops glasses on here, because I can turn around and I can look at it. We are just down to like a toenail of the sun left, and it's pretty dim out here. It's kind of like it looks like about 7 o'clock at night. We're going to be here when it gets completely dark, and I am going to take the glasses off now and give them to Penny so she can take a look. Put that in front of your lens, you might get a better shot. Just keep those. I'm not going to look anymore. It'll get dark here enough for me to know. See, I only bought one pair of glasses. That's okay. But we'll be out here. It's a cloudy day, so we won't get to see any stars, unfortunately. Which is something I always wanted to do during a total eclipse, was actually see the stars come out. Every time I've ever been in an eclipse, it's a little bit cloudy. It's not quite total. So we'll see what happens here. Anyway, the sun is behind me, and I'll just tilt it like this every once in a while to get whatever we can. Maybe we'll get lucky, and when it totally's out, we'll just see a little corona there behind me. Of course, you know, the chemtrails are up trying to put out the fire of the sun because they have to interact with the intense solar flare of the corona in order to be fully infecting us. I just said that for the flat earther people, who are my favorite audience members. This is, of course, the outside of Casa Critical. The driveway is a tad steep, so I kind of got to watch where I walk in case I hit a rock in the wrong direction. It is getting... I walked right out of the range of the house Wi-Fi and into cellular data land. So let's see if I can maintain the connection now. Like I said, some cell phone company is going to get one hell of a commercial out of this for their camera. It's not going to be Apple because you just can't take a picture of things in the sky with an Apple camera. I've tried to get, you know, pictures of like the supermoon, and it's like as big as my hand in the sky. I take pictures on my phone, it's just itty bitty dot. I watched the eclipse. I did put the lens in front of the camera, you know, the filter in front of the camera lens, and closed my eyes and just kind of aimed for the bright spot. And I got little orange dot. Who knows, maybe I blow it up on the computer later, it will actually look like an eclipse. It is about 1:50 here in Holiday Island, Arkansas. But it's looking like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And the temperature is noticeably dropping. So it's quiet. I assume that's because people are out looking at the eclipse. Except for them, they're driving. Let's see if I can flip the camera around. I don't think that's is that an option? Yes, that is an option. Okay, everybody, shield your eyes, shield your eyes. We shall show the sun. Now see, even with it mostly covered, it still shows up as a circular object if you don't have if you're not looking at it with the filter on. We zoom in on it. I am not looking at it except through the camera lens. Somebody quickly tell me that I'm gonna burn out my phone doing this. I don't believe it. Chemtrails, yes, the chemtrails are there. Oh my God. See, they made you look over here to not look at the eclipse. so that you don't see when the aliens come through the center of the eclipse. This is, the wormhole's gonna open. I wonder if I can zoom into it anymore. Okay, maximum zoomage has been achieved. I don't know what it'll look like through the phone once it's total. We got about, I don't know, 5 more minutes till totality is achieved. Maybe it'll really show up black then. We'll see. I don't really care if the phone burns out because I got a new one. I just haven't transferred everything over yet. So burn, camera, burn. Yes, it does look like a white hole in the sky. Yet out here, it's darker everywhere else because there's just something covering the sun. There's a little black spot on the sun today. Makes me wonder, is my soul up there? If you're old enough to get that, you're too old. So I will keep the focus on the sun as much as possible. As much as this is hurting my neck, I'm way too old to be craning my neck up like this. Our vantage point is Northwest Arkansas, Holiday Island. In case you're wondering where in the path of the eclipse we are. While we're doing this, I'm gonna do something a little bit smarter, something I should have done a little earlier. See, I have, of course, it's all the way up here. I have a stick that I can put this on with a tripod. It can be stable. I don't have to be holding it and shaking it around and giving you all seizures trying to say, hold the camera steady. Is it total yet? Ha ha ha. Now we shall go sideways. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. No. No, I'm not going to do that. You're going to look at me sideways because you know what? When I show you the sun, you're not going to know anyway. It's going to be round. All right. Okay, so I've got to tilt the stick just a little bit. Still hold it. Because if I put it on all 3 legs, well, then the camera doesn't angle back far enough. So we're gonna record it like this and just enjoy the eclipse. I know some of you are commenting. I can't read the comments because I can barely see the screen. I'm doing my best to hold the sun in the center of the camera. So I will address your comments shortly. Hopefully that has stabilized everything for everybody. Getting darker. I don't know what the safety is of watching an eclipse on camera, but surely your monitor doesn't produce enough lumens to actually blind you from a picture of the sun. Somebody get Neil deGrasse Tyson on the line and ask him this question. I've got a rock underneath this lifted up third leg, but I still can't let go because if I do, it'll fall forward. It's just, this is what we're gonna have to do. Anybody got any Bonnie Tyler? Turn around every now and then. Oh, we're not gonna do that now. That would be funny. Apparently the song lasts just as long as the totality of the eclipse. Every time I think of an eclipse, I always think of Danny Kaye in that scene in Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. And I always think, what person memorizes when all the eclipses happened and where? I mean, just in case you ever find yourself tied up to a stake and it happens to be just at the right time, you can scare the people into thinking you're a wizard. I'm live streaming and the sun is disappearing. You're a wizard, RJ. Oh. It's still in the picture? I can't tell. I'm gonna turn the camera some so I can see what comments we got here. Okay. Yes, the grays are coming. The grays are coming. And, okay. Is it over? Did we miss it? I mean, if all we get is just like a little overcast, it'd be the most disappointing eclipse ever. Might have set my expectations a little high for this. Just goes to show how bright the thing is, though. I mean, we're outside the scope of the totality by a hair. And according to the NASA maps, we're supposed to have like just the thinnest hairline of sun still visible. And it's enough. It's enough to light the whole planet. Remember to like and subscribe and get more of this entertaining and gripping content. Next week, tune in as we watch paint dry. Meanwhile, we have nocturnal animals coming out to feed because they think it's dinner time. Hi there. I heard you. Oh, there's more of you over in there. Don't worry, there's no scope on this thing. Back to the sun. Man, they're freaking out. I think the totality where we are has passed. So I hope you enjoyed looking at the big bright white light and the guest appearance by the deer. I'm going to assume we are done with Eclipse 2024. Woohoo! It was, yeah, it happened. It was definitely a thing. So, tune in next Eclipse when, maybe we'll do it again. James, I am in northwest Arkansas in Holiday Island. So it's just a bit north of Eureka Springs and right on the Missouri border. So maybe some of y'all got better pictures than I did. I certainly hope so. So that said, I'm going to figure out how to stop this thing. Do I want to stop streaming?